Hey, happy Monday, March 16th. Still dark. Although it's supposed to be stormy and rainy today, so it's already windy. The wind is already picking up. I can see it. So I imagine when, with the weather, it's going to be dark. Let's see. Hope you all had a nice weekend. I did. Saturday was a little difficult with Grace. She's not feeling 100% with her belly. So she was a little combative. But all in all, we had a good weekend. I actually booked an overnight for this Friday. She likes to go to a hotel. I know in my shorts, there's a few videos of her getting very excited when she talks about going on an overnight and eating dinner out, etc. So usually once in the winter, spring, we like to go down to the Cape. We're about 30 minutes from the Cape. And, it's just to go down. We just go down on a Friday. We'll go down Friday afternoon. We'll go to early dinner. We'll go to the mall down there. And, she'll go into Barnes & Noble and grab a book. And then, we just kind of go back to the hotel. Hopefully she'll want to go in the pool and her belly will be better. So we'll do the pool for a little bit. And then she really enjoys it. The only thing is we always fear that she's not going to sleep well. So definitely walking around the mall and getting her tired that way. Because she's so excited, like she gets so hyped up about an overnight that she doesn't sleep well because her energy level is off over the top. Even though we take her meds, that help her sleep, she just gets so excited. So I think the goal might be, instead of trying to put her down really early, we're kind of stuck. If we put her down normal time, she'll still have a tough time falling to sleep. If we wait and put her down a little later, like 8 to 9, between 8 and 9, it's almost like she's overtired and she won't sleep. So it's a fine balance. I know she's excited. She talks about it every day, so I know she'll be excited no matter what we do. It's okay. I'll be honest with you. In the past, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, we've actually left in the middle of the night at a hotel and come home because she's so combative and she won't sleep. And if we're all going to be up, at 1, 11, 12, 1 in the morning, then, what's the point, right? I don't know. It's really, really tough sometimes, and I know maybe there's other people out there that are special needs parents, but this is a safe space for you to talk to me about it and leave a comment. And I appreciate your comments because I know for a fact I'm not doing it alone in this world of a special needs parent, but sometimes hearing it or hearing your ideas on how to, help her to soothe her to go to sleep, etc. I'll take them. All right. So that's for Friday to Saturday, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not even worried about it. I know she's excited, and just to get away, even for our mental health, a change of scenery, that's all that really matters. That's what I have for this week. I do have 2 meetings this week. It's a full week for sure. I have 2 finance committee meetings, which just means that it's probably start 6:30 to at least 10 on 2 nights. So by Wednesday and Friday, I'm going to be really tired. It's okay. It's okay. It's coming to an end soon. Finance committee meetings are usually until about mid-March, end of March, which is next week already, and then we don't come back until May. That's for just my local town committee that I'm on. And that's about it. Purse and pounds. I do find that we're spending a little bit this month, and it could be because we had the extra money, but I'm being intentional with it. It's not just spending to spend. The trip going down the Cape is definitely part of that money. And then I bought Grace some Billy shoes this weekend. So kind of like, and I'm paying down, some credit card debt. And, our cruise is bought and paid for. So I put some money into emergency fund savings. I put some money into sinking funds. And, gotta just keep at it. So that's that. I'm expecting a check today from the town that never pays. But they'll just be associated with forever, the town that never pays. I mean, they're paying me for 2 sets of meetings in January, and it's March. And there's probably 2 to 3 more sets of meetings from January. Then there's February, and now we're already into March, where there's March, So they're just so behind the ball. And I did email HR. I've actually sent a second email to HR because I didn't hear from the first one 2 weeks ago. So I don't really understand that. Again, if I didn't work for a municipality, I might, feel differently and say, oh, okay, well, maybe it just takes 60 days to get paid. But it doesn't, It just doesn't. That's just ridiculous. So, anyway, it's an old town accountant who, says, oh, well, it is what it is. I'll get to it when I get to it. And that's just ridiculous. It's just me as a vendor getting paid, as well as any vendors that need to get paid that work with the town for different things. I mean, you're setting a precedent not to pay people. They're not going to do business with you. They don't need, this town to do business with them to succeed. So, whatever. I let it go. All right. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you all have a good week. I'll touch base on Wednesday, see how it's going. And, stay out of the storm. All right. Love you guys. Bye.